Hello guys, welcome to another video on my channel. Yeah, as I said last time, this is a part of a series. I'm gonna try different leaders in OP14. As you see today, it is GP Luffy versus IMU that we're gonna see. This is the list that I have. Let me quickly go through some points and then just go straight into the game. I'm playing 4 Luffy because Robin is not um, legal yet. I'm talking about this Robin. Oh, quickly here. This Robin, it's gonna come out in EBO3, so this is gonna replace Luffy, or you're gonna play a bit more. I'm playing 2 Zoros, 3 Sanji. Like this number could be 4 Sanji, but Zoro having counter actually matters. Playing my Neko Zoro for the Emo matchup and for Purple Luffy. The card is pretty good against that deck. And oh wait, never mind. No, this is just straight up for Emu. Ignore the Purple Luffy comment. Then we're playing all of our searchers, and we play 2 Divine Departures because it's very good against Mihawk and against like the Supernova decks with Kid to be able to have a card that can minus and kill into the board. Yeah, we're gonna play versus Emu today. Let me quickly do this. And yeah, I'll share my thoughts. You get to see a little bit how the matchup looks like now. I will do one game going first and maybe one game going second. Let's do one first, one second. This is a Mulligan, even though we have Zoro. If I was first, I would consider keeping that. And we go from there. Okay, turn 1 searcher. Makes a lot of sense. Pitches 2 2Ks. This is good info to have. And here, there is nothing 1 cost that I want to search because there's no stage. So I might as well get the more expensive card in. Pudding is good, but I need protection. Because without protection, like the rest of the cards are a little bit irrelevant. So I think I'm taking the Luffy here. I guess I can also play Nami and Luffy next turn. So I will do it like this. Pudding is really good, don't get me wrong, but against this deck, the Pudding does nothing without the Luffy protecting it. So I would rather have the Luffy first. I think he doesn't attack here. Maybe I mean on 3 don't you can only search anyway, right? So then I'll play Nami. I mean now I get a little bit punished for I mean now with the Zoro the giant is a little bit better. It's better because he's starving me. So I don't really care. But the Zohachi is very good to have later on. I think both are okay to take here and just develop the Luffy. Of course, if I knew I was gonna draw another Luffy, I would have picked the Pudding, right? But it's about taking the card that makes the most sense at the time. Okay, so he has no Juro, so attacking with this is scary. So I have to be careful. I'm obviously gonna take the hits. So let's see. So he searches a 1k, and now he has his leader effect. So here, if I so here I know he has Nojiro, right? So attacking with this is not very good. But I don't mind just poking, seeing if they throw the Nojiro away. And then just developing this Luffy and passing without using leader effect. You see, he's keeping the Nojiro. So then I will keep the Luffy active. And I will just try to build a big board to pressure him the turn before the 10 cost comes. I'm also most likely taking every hit. I mean, this Zoro looks pretty bad here because going second, the Zoro is it's not very good. But I can always pitch it to 0 cost event, so it shouldn't be a problem. Okay, so he's using event. He found the elders. He's going to be at 9 next turn, so I guess I could counter one because the next one could be 7. No way. Okay, another Rush Luffy. There will be 6s, so I want to take both next turn. That's why I'm countering this one. Yeah, because if you see here, he's not. So now I can go pudding leader 677. Then use leader. And now I can go. Can play another Rush Luffy here. I have a okay amount of counter. I think I'm not mad to killing this, giving him less targets to attack. The question is if I'm attacking with this and this. I think the answer is yes. I'm okay with losing one Luffy, and I don't think I can lose two, no matter how he splits. And now the decision really matters, right? Like depending on how much he attacks, does he have another Nojuro? I'm definitely defending one of them here. So if it's a small hit, I'm countering 100%. Even if I have to commit every card in my hand. Because if I tap with both the Luffys here, I'm most likely killing him even from 3 life. So, okay, like this 7, I will counter. Because this makes it so that he can't play like super defensive way, right? Like he has to do this and he has to swing on the same Luffy here. Because he has to guarantee one dies, otherwise he will die, right? So, but here, if this was a giant, that would be in a much better spot, right? That's the tricky part. So this is on me for taking that turn over the giant, because obviously giant would have been better here. But if he goes greedy and swings on the other Luffy, I will counter. Because I mean, what he's doing now is he can't even attack, right? Because if he would go 7 here with leader. Okay. So I can go 9, 9. Wait, can I Luffy again? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Leader puts me to 6. So I can go 6 and 3 times 7, right? Yes. So so I can go 6 times 7 here. Has to be enough, I think. Unless I can't count. But I think I can count. I can still do it without showing, right? I mean, here we need to have a perfect hand to counter this, which, because I know 1 is a 10 cost, right? I know he searched a 10 cost, so he will need to be event 2, 1, and then take a 2k from life to survive. Like, you may ask, why did I not just go 5 down and go 11? Because 11 is 7k counter, but 776 is also 7k counter. So he would need everything to be counter here, right? Because I know he has a 10 cost. So he needs the last one to be a 2k as well. GG. So if you, yeah, so if he was +4, right? If I went 11 here, he would have went +4, +2, +2, and I would have lost. Yeah, that's why the Luffy is so much better. Because all done on leader, it's the same amount of counter, but he gets full value from the +4. That's the key. Yeah. So the 776 is better. Yeah. But now I'm first, and now it's much harder, right? So this is a Mulligan. Okay, but I have Luffy. No searcher is not great, of course, but having the protection is a big part of the going first curve. So just 5, play the Luffy. Then on 4, he will just stage in a searcher. I would be happier if he attacks. I think it's worse for me if he starts here. I'm gonna play the Sanji and just hope he doesn't have ground death. Because like the thing is I can use leader, but it's so inefficient, right? Like it's so like ground death here. One is already gone, right? But if he has a grounded in hand plus Mars here to pop the Sanji, it's very hard for me. And my hand is pretty bad as well, so even without that, it's already hard. Because like next turn, if he doesn't attack live here, my next turn is very weak, right? Like I need to draw like a Rash Luffy or something to, or like a Searcher into something, which we have a lot in the deck, but if you just go Saturn here, pass, it's doesn't look amazing for me. At your service. So if I see him attack here, I'll be very happy actually. Because he's also gonna put me into Bagua range, so I can start using leader effect. That's the main reason why I'm playing 4 Ash Luffys as well. No. Okay, attacking once. Yeah, like here, for example, this turn is now insanely awkward, right? Because he searched Mars. He probably has everything, right? And I only took 1 life. It's only on my turn, right? The problem is, the more I wait, the worse it gets for me, right? So that's the problem here. I think I have to play something. Of course, it feels awful because this hand is unplayable. But we have to get the best out of the hands that we are given. I think I'm going to wait 1 more turn with the Sanji. Just so I don't get wrecked by... I guess I could have blocked 1. But it's just... Like, the Sanji will die if he has an Ojuro, right? And that will be bad no matter how you see it. So I will take this. This would have been really good to have, like, this turn. Because I could do this first. Then I could leader effect and I could play the Sanji. I could do this, and Sanji. Okay, he should have Hoshis. I think the way this game is, I will never be able to get 2 giants in. So I will just pitch 1 giant here. I guess I have to. The good thing is that now I can... Okay, nice. Having something to play already is a big difference. I would need like a 9 Zoro here from the top to have a chance, I think. Ooh. So before we show anything, we just clear this. Because they don't know we're playing Zoro, right? Because now I can swing here. Oh wait, I'm at 7, of course, it doesn't actually matter. I got excited for a second, but it doesn't actually matter at all. So if I put in leader, then I can play the Baguas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 leader. Then I can play the Zoro next turn. Maybe that's the only way. So I need to leave 4 open for 2 Baguas. So I can go 7 into the Saturn. Yeah. The reason why I want to go 7 to the Saturn is because if I clear this, he doesn't have anything to attack with on the turn. Like, if I didn't minus that turn, I would be very good this game, actually. Because he can now kill both Luffys, that's the issue. Yeah, that's why he's countering. So if I just went Sanji, no Luffy that turn, I guess if he had grounded that turn, I would have just straight up lost, because I would have lost the Sanji. So I'm gonna block this because it's efficient, nothing else. Okay, so the whole squad is here, but I have 2 Baguas. He can have one of the Luffys, I guess. I want to use this Luffy's effect. So what if I pitched the 2K and kept another giant? It would have actually mattered here. Because I could have set up a situation where I survive next turn somehow. So no block, Bagua 1. And if he goes less than 9, I will just Bagua. If he goes like 6 or 7, if he goes 6, let's say here, I will just 2K. And now, okay, nothing now. I won't have 5 open. That's a problem. And now I'm leaning in fully into the Zoro. So the 1 Bagua doesn't matter. I would have gotten rewarded actually if I played the Bagua there instead of the 2K counter on the 5. But of course I can't know I'm gonna draw another Bagua, right? So it made sense what I did. So I do need a giant for sure here. So if I had one more giant here, maybe I actually could survive. I mean, doing double brick here is just... Like, the way he played this, if I had the 1-2k, I would actually survive this turn. Then we could actually play the game. I wonder how lethal would look like if I drew like a DMG next turn or something. If I just had a 2k, if one of these was a 2k. He's just gonna play safe, I guess. I think I can kill him. Anyway, so... But it always starts with DMG, right? No, then it doesn't actually matter. Right? I don't even have a DMG, so this game is not close. I think if I could play Zoro the last turn, so if I did a minus, I would have had a really good shot to win this game. But because I was at 7 on the 9 don turn that I asked the Zoro, it basically like you play the Zoro when they already have a board. It's really hard, right, to come back from. He just counters, right? Doesn't matter. GG's. Okay, well, thanks everybody for watching. Yeah, I was dead to skip us. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. Yeah, I'm gonna continue doing these videos. Please give me any feedback that you want. Um, if you like this, what decks you want to see next. Yeah, I'm just sharing my thought process and just different lists. I might do Boa next. But of course, please leave a comment, leave a like, and subscribe, and let me know what you like to see next. Thank you very much, and don't forget, the face is the place.